end up losing less money. We could turn this around quickly, but that, for whatever reasons, doesn't seem to be what's happening. So,
well, it sounds a little bit from, I can imagine from a bank standpoint, trying to do these loan docs with, getting a percentage of the profits, and they don't want to be JV partners with any. I think it's a neat.
And they're not good businessmen to begin with, so the
yes, I
paperwork
think that's
around
more. That's more to the
ridiculous.
point. If they could be shown that it would be to their benefit, and their stockholders would see that it would be the benefit, maybe there would be an impetus to do that. But
how do they do the accounting with accruing the?
I don't see that happening either. So, be interested to hear what Robert Campbell said. But I see that we're going to be in this languishing market, at least in the real estate market. But I've had clients who bought a property, and their mortgage payments with taxes and insurance is about 75% of what they were paying in rent. And when you have that as a base, to me, that's a really firm financial setting where that probably is the place from which you build and go up.
Now, you don't think Congress is going to change the tax laws to get rid of the home interest deduction, do you?
I think that there will be a huge fight if they start pushing towards that.
But look at all the money they could raise on taxes, But of course they'll put us in a deeper depression than we're already in.
Yes.
Well, let me go ahead and share with you what the thoughts of the seminar I went to, and essentially. He had lots and lots of slides, which can be really boring, but the net of it is that, here's a guy that's been watching real estate trends for 20 years, and number one, he said in his opinion that the play in real estate, if you're a real estate investor today, is in fix and flip, as opposed to buy and hold, which I found very interesting because we've talked in other shows where we really like the buy and hold strategy if you're buying for rental income, not necessarily for appreciation. And I think he wasn't specific about this, but I would bet that if I questioned him about why not buy and hold, it would have to do with the fact that he doesn't believe there's going to be significant appreciation in the near future. And so if you're looking at how do I make money now in real estate, it's the play is fix and flip.
Yeah, but as you said before, fix and flip, you got to have a very sharp pencil.
Well, you do. You absolutely do. And there are people getting hurt in this market, fixing and flipping, who don't have a good knowledge of the area, don't have a good team together, don't have control of their costs, and don't do due diligence before they buy the property. So you really need to you really need to know what you're doing. This is not a beginner's market here. This market is unforgiving if you make mistakes. So that was interesting. The other thing he said that I thought was interesting is, if you had asked me if I thought interest rates could go any lower, I would tell you probably not. He thought that he's predicting that rates could actually go lower.
Negative?
Well, no.
If they're negative, they're going to pay me to stay in my house. I like that.
The banks are borrowing money at virtually 0%. So their spread in what they borrow and what they make is higher than it's been traditionally. So there really is room. I don't know if he mentioned this, but that's one of the reasons that there is room for interest rates to go even lower than they are now.
Right, and even if they don't, Robert, it's. I think the good news is that there's this fear that rates might go up, spike up imminently, that we've got because of all the money from TARP to QE1 and QE2, that there's going to be these inflationary pressures, and we're going to see runaway inflation and interest rates skyrocketing. He didn't seem to think that that was based on, again, watching the trends in various economic statistics. He didn't think that there was any underlying cause for that to become a reality anytime in the near future. So I think the good news of that is that we may see at least stability of low interest rates going into the for the next several years, which I think will help the market to recover. Because I think we'd all agree that if the market begins to recover and we start to see home buying activity pick up like we're all looking forward to, and if interest rates go up, that's just going to put the brakes right on them all over.
Oh yeah, I mean, you still have people. Well, Robert, thank you. We're going to definitely have to have you on the show again. You're expert in the mortgage business.
That would be great. I really enjoyed my time here being with you guys and talking and listening.
Good. Well, thank you very much. That's because he's a very interesting guy. All right, here's our thoughts for the day. Why are the numbers on a calculator and a phone reversed? You ever wondered about that?
I guess they are, aren't they?
Yeah. Didn't you say something?
Yeah, I always heard that it was because when the touch tone phones first came out and people were so fast on 10 keys that they were pushing the the tone buttons on the phone too fast, the phone it would, I guess, clog up the phone company's computers. They couldn't register it quick enough.
I don't know about that. What about the rotary dial? Okay. And when I went for my driver's license, the guy at the DMV told me to smile. Why? If I'm stopped by a cop, I sure ain't gonna be smiling. That photo ain't gonna be looking anything like me. All right, tune in next week to the Best of Investing. We're going to be giving away 9 more free vacations for answering trivia questions. And our scheduled guest next week is going to be an expert in solar. We'll discuss the ins and outs of solar and talk about the most cost-effective way to buy it. You're not going to want to miss this show. I've got solar on my house, and I've figured out all the angles and got it the most cost-effective way. It's going to be a very interesting show. Thanks for listening. On behalf of our team, I'm Edward Brown, wishing you the best of investing. So long. And that's a wrap.